Good, happy Friday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Granite Staters urge to take precautions as dangerous heat moves in. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Memorial Hospital has 3 midwives on staff, but people still ask, what does a midwife do? A midwife supports healthy pregnancies and delivers babies, but also provides patient education and emotional support. See what a midwife can do for you.
We're looking at a potentially very dangerous stretch of high heat, high dew point, high humidity.
Even for those used to the heat, this is tough.
I think it's the dew point probably that makes it really, really bad now because it's like you can't sweat enough to cool down because it doesn't evaporate.
I've already got the air conditioners going. I have 3 dogs who don't like the heat, so we started early.
That forecast for hot and humid weather stretches into the foreseeable future. More common in conditions like this is heat exhaustion, symptoms that include sweating profusely, dizziness, cool and clammy skin, and then there is also the threat of a heat stroke.
It's a potentially life-threatening condition. Those are when you want to call 911. If you see somebody who's red in color, not sweating, having difficulty breathing, in and out of consciousness, that's a true emergency.
For some people, getting out of the sun is not an option.
Those folks need to take frequent breaks, get into the shade, drink plenty of non-alcoholic fluids.
The heat wave is expected to greatly increase demand for electricity, but Eversource says there should be an adequate supply, but customers can help.
Use their appliances that draw more electricity from the grid in the morning and the late evening hours when demand isn't as high.
And keep the air conditioners running at a moderate level all day as opposed to cranking them up when you get home. But most of all,
Just take it easy.
now you've heard it before, you're going to hear it again. On days like this, make sure that you don't leave pets or children in the cars. It doesn't take very long for heat stroke to set in. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Shark spotted near swimmers on Cape Cod Beach. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Here's to the ones who stay one step ahead, those who look ahead without losing track of what's important today. These people make our communities thrive by being willing to dream, work, invest, and to envision. Envision Bank. See the difference.
And this is raw video from taken above the beach from helicopter earlier today. A great white shark was spotted near swimmers at Cape Cod Beach Friday, according to the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy. The shark was observed by a spotter flying over Race Point Beach and reported around 12:30 p.m. The beach was being closed to swimmers for about an hour. It has since reopened. The Conservancy said a research team on the water had also picked up a great white south of Newset Beach earlier in that day. Man shot by police after multi-day standoff in Dixmont. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Ignite your imagination this summer at the Owl's Head Transportation Museum. Discover an amazing antique collection and spectacular summer event. Check out their world-class...
A suspect is in critical condition after a police standoff that began yesterday in Dixmont. Investigators say it started as an armed confrontation with a friend of the suspect. The victim said that, said that he was concerned for Grendel's mental health. Police say that Michael Grendel fired shots at that friend, then went into a home on North Road yesterday afternoon. State police negotiators and members of the tactical team urged him to come out peacefully, but Grendel fired several shots this morning at officials, hitting a robot and armed vehicle before being shot by police just before 10.
It was an extremely dangerous, serious situation that occurred. Anytime that you have firearms being discharged, there were a number of gunshots that had been fired at his friend between 6 and 8. And then he created this armed standoff last night with the Maine State Police. Again, a very dangerous, very concerning situation.
Grendel is charged with criminal threatening with a weapon and dangerous conduct. He was taken by life flight to a hospital. Now, if he survives, officials say that he could be in court Monday afternoon.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Friday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this Friday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the green and went up. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Stocks rise to end the first half on a high note. Stocks rose on Friday, the last trading day of the first half of the year, but still posted weekly losses as the underlying market sentiment was scored by anxiety over globe trade functions. Capitol Gazette shooting suspect barricaded door, tried to kill as many as possible. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Others, life's just more fun. And who better to share it with than those closest to us, our neighbors? So, pull the grill out front, America. Be sure to have plenty of King's Hawaiian buns and barbecue sauce on hand. And let's make this the summer of the block party. King's Hawaiian Foods. Next time you're grilling, try our delicious King's Hawaiian barbecue sauces, crafted with the irresistible flavors of the islands.
I'd like to address the horrific shooting that took place yesterday at Capitol Gazette newsroom in Annapolis, Maryland. This attack shocked the conscience of our nation and filled our hearts with grief. Journalists, like all Americans, should be free from the fear of being violently attacked while doing their job. To the families of the victims, there are no words to express our sorrow for your loss. Horrible, horrible event, horrible thing happened. When you're suffering, we pledge our eternal support. This suffering is so great. I've seen some of the people, so great. My government will not rest until we have done everything in our power to reduce violent crime and to protect innocent life. We will not ever leave your side, so our warmest, best wishes and regrets. Horrific, horrible thing.
Okay, and there you go on that video from Donald Trump. The gunman who opened fire at the Capital Gazette newspaper in Maryland, killing 5, barricaded the door to stop people from getting out and was bent on killing as many people as he could kill, police and prosecutors said. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up later on this evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.